What's up, guys? Welcome back to another week in freight where I'm going to cover the nation. I'm going to find the volumes and freight lanes, and well, we're going to find out where you need to put your truck to be more profitable this week. And in the description, if you like what I'm about to show you, click the link, try it for free. As I always say, free is free, and don't haul cheap with this tool. No matter what lane you're in, whether you're familiar with it or not, you're going to have the trucker's edge and know what's up with those lanes and know what they pay. So don't get caught in a lane without knowing the average pay. First thing I'm gonna do this morning is I'm gonna check the national load counts. And if you're just tuning in, you don't know how this works, it's got an in and an outbound, and we're gonna use it. Alabama, for example, and Alabama, per the DAT board, has got 338 loads going in, or trucks going in, and 440 coming out. That means there's a little bit more coming out than going in. See, that's the offset you want. You want more coming out than going in. That way when you get there, you're not competing with so many other carriers and trucks. So I'm just going to scroll down through here, and I'm going to see if I can find a hot one. Arizona seems to be doing pretty good. Arkansas. California's still showing strong this week. Florida is actually showing. Georgia is hot. I've been keeping up with Georgia all weekend, and Georgia is pretty hot. 1658 or 59 coming out from 669 coming in. Kansas is a little offset. Excuse me. Louisiana. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for those good offsets. Texas is still showing a little more coming out, which is good. Good for you, Texas. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check into the real nuts and bolts of why you guys show up. And if you are new to the channel or new to this, welcome, welcome, welcome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start from, let's start from Atlanta. And I'm going to go through the top market hubs around the nation and try to go as swiftly as I can and get a freight volume for those areas. And with a freight volume, it lets you know if they've got freight or not. You know, if I told you, hey, I got a load going to Atlanta, and you knew whether or not they was 100 available loads in Atlanta or 500 available loads in Atlanta. If you knew there was only 100, you'd be a little less willing to want to go to Atlanta. Whereas if you knew there was a 500 and it's a hot market right now, you'd be like, shoot, yeah, let's go. So that's the whole reason for this. So today is van, Atlanta, 120 mile radius, general for today. And today it is 12:01 p.m. And right now Atlanta is showing 991. And let's click this little tab right here, get an offer. Because any of the brokers that's putting their offer out there, it'll show up right here. Like JB Hunt's got one in Atlanta going to Nevada, it's 43,000 pounds. They're trying to push it for $3,500. And over here with the Pro version, you can get a 15-day average, and you'll see right here to the right, that 15-day average, that load's been pushing for about $36.74. So JB Hunt's right there on the money. They need to come up a little more. I'd probably attack that load for about 4 and see if I could work it down no less than say 37. And just tell them, say, look, I'm looking at the 15-day average here on DAT, and that load's been pushing for more than 35. And also looking at DAT, there's a lot of a lot of trucks in the area, and or not a lot of trucks in the area, but a lot of freight. So with those little negotiating tips, you're a little more inclined to get that higher rate. So they seems to be pretty strong. I'm liking this. I'm probably going to spend more time on Atlanta because, you know, I'm a Georgia boy, so I'm trying to find out what's going on back home. Because I might take a load back home. I think it's looking like a good idea. All right, let's shoot over to, let's go to Dallas. Dallas is coming in with 442 exact loads. Just for example here. Let's check out the offer. Boston, Massachusetts from Dallas, $3,000 for 20,000 pounds. That load's been going for about $29.64. So that broker is right on the money with that one. I'd still try to get a little more out of them. Don't ever settle. Always ask for more. Houston, Texas. Let's see if you can beat Dallas. Last few weeks, Houston's been beating Dallas. And they did again. 487 down in the Houston market. Still strong. Let's check out Laredo. Don't know why anybody want to go to Laredo, but here it is. 190 exact loads in the Laredo area. Let's go to Phoenix. Come on, autocorrect. There we go. Phoenix is popping up. 313 loads. Wow, that's pretty stout. Phoenix is usually a little dry, but damn, they got one right there going to Somerset, New Jersey for 4,800. Team Eagle Logistics in out of Scottsdale, Arizona's got it. 20,000 pounds full load. That load's been going for $39.70, and they're trying to push it for 48. So there you go. Give them guys a call. There's a number. Here's another one going up to Toronto for 42, and that load is been averaging 38.57. Yep, they're a little above the money too. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, out of Phoenix, $3,800. That load's been going for about $39.61. So go at that load for about 42, and tell me you can't go under 4 on negotiating. That would be my plan of attack. All right, let's shoot over into Los Angeles. My allergies kicking my butt. 1,060 loads. Are you guys seeing this right here? 1,060 loads. Well, Cali, way to step it up. Way to step it up. Cali's been lacking for months now, and it looks like, well, they're stepping it up. Sureway Transportation's got a load for $5,700 going up to Vermont, 20,000 pounds. That load's been going for $44.12, and they're trying to push it for $57. So there you go. Cali is back in the game. There's another one for Connecticut. It's 46, and I mean it's even almost $1,000 above market rate average. Albany, New York, out of LA for 45, and that load's been averaging 49. So yeah, tell them you need 55 for that. That's a lot of miles. Let's see, Florida. It's been going for 42, and they're trying to push it for 45. I'd still tell them I need 5 out of this, because last right before winter break came in, this load right here was pushing for about 6,000 or 7,000. Oh, so I'd still say go about 55 on it, because here's the deal. This right here lets you know there's a lot of loads, and the only reason there's a lot of loads right here, the only reason is there's not a lot of trucks. Because if there was a lot of trucks, that load number would be less. I'm loving it. I might need to take my butt to Cali. Let's see, Tracy, California. If you don't know where Tracy is, it's up there in a little in the section. Let's say the middle ground of the Bay Area and Sacramento. And I'm gonna put 180 miles just to cover all of it for the Northern Cal. Northern Cal's coming in pretty solid too. 479. Back when I was running California back and forth, this number right here used to average 250. So that right there is a good one. Let's see, Watsonville, California to Winter Haven. They're trying to push for 48. It's been averaging 48.20. So again, I would attack that one for about 55 or 6. If you don't quote high enough to make the broker gasp, you didn't go high enough. If they don't gasp or laugh, you didn't go high enough. Let's see, Largo to Florida for 46. It's been moving for 48. So, man, Cali is back strong. I'm loving it. Let's go up to Portland. Let's bump this back down to 120. $64 exact loads. Nothing to see in Portland. Let's check out Seattle. Come on, allergies. 74 exact loads in Seattle. So Seattle's, they're a little dry. Let's go down to, let's see, did I spell Boise right? There you go. 20 loads in the Boise, Idaho. I'll tell you what, we're just going to shoot back over to, let's see. Let's check out Salt Lake. I always skip Salt Lake for some reason. Salt Lake's got 55 exact loads. Let's see if they've got a good offer coming back east. Let's see, Ontario for 33. Kansas City, Missouri for 13. And that load's been going for about $17.50. But here's another case in point. When this number right here is low, that means there's not a lot of loads because there's a lot of trucks. So when you want to go for approach this load right here, they're trying to push it for 13. It's been averaging $17.50. They're going to be a little less reluctant to take that $17.50 and offer it to you because they know there's more trucks in the area than loads. So the ball is in their court. Let's go to Kansas. Kansas coming in with 158 exact loads. It's about normal for Kansas. Little weak. St. Louis. What you got? 279 exact loads. Still looking about like normal. Pretty solid volume. Let's shoot up to where at? Kansas, St. Louis. Let's shoot over to Nashville. Internet's a little slow this morning. Or, pardon me, afternoon. Nashville's coming in with 318. Let's check out Knoxville. Knoxville's coming in with 411. Nice. Let's shoot down to Columbia, South Carolina. And I got to get Savannah again. If you guys have been keeping up for the last couple weeks in Savannah, man, it's been solid. Columbia, South Carolina, 726 loads. Nice. Savannah, Georgia. Are you still producing the numbers? Come on, show me the money. 726 in Savannah. Wait, no. Did you? I don't think it updated. Hold on. My internet's kind of crappy. Savannah, and let's come on now. All right, 544 in Savannah. It's still pretty solid. Hey Tito, I seen you taking a picture back home in Savannah, man. Enjoy that home time, or if you're coming back out to work. Load's looking good, brother. Let's see, charts on South Carolina to Waco for 2,500. So that load right there has been going for 18.55. You can get it for 25 right there. When Nolan has that. Nice. All right, let's move on. Let's go up to Charlotte. Oop, messed that all up. Charlotte's coming in with 629 loads. Well, looking good, Charlotte. Let's see. Richmond, Virginia, what do you got? 240 on the exact loads. North Bergen, New Jersey. I'm going to bump this up without checking a lot of the states up there or the cities and just try to get a good Northeast as a whole. 646. It's looking a little, y'all looking a little weak up there. Northeast is looking a little weak. I mean, they got loads. Don't get me wrong. They got loads. But used to, that load would be 11, 12, 1,500, 800 at minimum. So it's looking a little weak. Let's go to Allentown, which I know is going to pick up a lot of the same. But that's the lane that I like. I like the Allentown market because I usually can have good freight coming out. 440 in the Allentown market. Shoot over to Pittsburgh. Update you, sucker. There you go. $288 exact loads in Pittsburgh. It's looking a little weak. Let's shoot over to Cleveland. Y'all get ready for this. See, I'm in the Cleveland market right now, and I hadn't seen something that I really want. I'm just sitting. Might just sit till tomorrow and take me a load down to Georgia, Savannah. Ain't no telling. Cali. I might just grab me a load of Cali because the freight's looking good, and I'm ready to be lazy and stretch my legs. Cleveland's 304. That's pretty solid for this little area. Let's see what they got. Let's see, Oregon for 35. No. See, here's the deal, and the reason I do this. See, usually you see a load going to Oregon, you think, oh man, that's good money, I'm gonna go out there. But see, if you remember about 5 minutes ago, I checked the freight in Oregon, and they only had like, what, 20, 30, 40 loads, if that, I can't even remember. They didn't really have a lot of freight volume, so chances are you're gonna get out there and you're gonna be stuck. So that's not enough money to go out there and be stuck. There's a Texas for 2,000. Hey, that's JB Hunt. Hey, guys, I think I might have to jump on that. Nah, that still ain't enough. That's 1,200 miles for $2,000. No. All right, let's move on. Where am I at? Let's shoot down to Columbus. Columbus, Ohio. What you got? Show me the money. I guess I need to start saying, show me the volume. Oh, Columbus looking good. 395 exact loads. And Sumner, Washington. Again, there ain't no freight out there in Washington. So Columbus is looking pretty solid. Let's shoot up and hit Detroit. Hit the Motor City. 190 exact loads. Guys, am I missing anything? Besides Chicago? I always save Chicago for last because they're usually the king of freight, but and they're not. They're the little sister this week because Cali is king of freight this week. Cali and Georgia. Wow. That's my favorite lanes. Cali, Georgia, Georgia, Cali, Cali, Georgia, and I'm up here in Ohio. So there you go, guys. What I'm thinking this week, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can't find me a load of Cali. And from Cali, probably go back home to Georgia and take a week or two off. I might not be able to do that right off. I might stay up here and play in the Midwest for another couple days. I don't know. There's so many different things to do. But by seeing what I see now, you know, the volumes are there in the markets. You just got to know those markets. Cali's strong. Even Phoenix is strong. Dallas, Houston is strong. Georgia is strong. South Carolina is strong. And those markets are grown. So I feel like the market's coming back. Everybody's panicking, but I think the market's still coming back because the markets that's been in the dumps, they're coming up. And the Midwest is still about the same as the Midwest. There's freight to keep you moving. And yeah, guys. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this weekend freight video where I show you the volume. Again, in the description, there's a link. Click it. Try it. Free is free and don't haul cheap with that tool. You can do exactly what I just did. See you, bye.